Hey guys, this is JB Mo from Punnett Tutoring. In this video, we'll be going over Punnett Squares. Don't forget to use my referral code JBMon20 in order to get 10% off on your next tutoring package. Alright, let's start off with some terminology. When it comes to genetics and any kind of biology, that terminology is one of the major things that you kind of want to follow through with. So let's go with the word alleles. So alleles are kind of like the different kinds, the different ways that like a gene can be expressed, or like the different flavors, is a good way, flavors of genes. Remember, genes are kind of like the codes. So it's like, for example, if you're turning on like colors or something, like one of the flavors could be like a white color versus something that's purple. Anyway, you can have a dominant allele, which almost feels like it's like the preferred allele. When it's right next to a recessive allele, it's always the one that's going to get expressed. So it's usually denoted with like a capital letter. Capital B, for example. Maybe a capital A. Or maybe you can have a recessive allele. Which is going to be denoted with a lowercase a. When next to a dominant allele, the dominant is the one that's always going to be expressed. Alright, another couple of terms that we want to recognize are homozygous dominant, this means that both alleles that a person has are going to be dominant alleles. Homozygous recessive, very similar, except it's going to be recessive instead of being dominant. Heterozygous. Well, hetero indicates that it's going to be a mixture, and so like one parent probably would have provided the dominant allele, while the other parent would have provided the recessive allele. So it looks something of this nature. Alright, final two words. Genotype. Genotype kind of refers to like the allele kind of breakdown. So for example, AA, or maybe lowercase a, all these are different kinds of genotypes, whereas phenotypes refers to like the trait that's being expressed, like the actual characteristics that you're actually seeing. So for example, if capital A meant long arms and lowercase a meant short arms, well, whenever you have capital A, lowercase a, you have long arms. Capital A, you have long arms. Lowercase a, you have short arms. That's going to be your phenotype. Alright, with this knowledge, let's try to approach a practice problem. Let's say that a heterozygous female elephant mates with a heterozygous male elephant, assuming this is heterozygous for skin roughness, the roughness of the skin. So capital R would be extremely rough, and lowercase r would be smooth or not as rough. So the cross that you're getting here would be capital R, lowercase r, crossed with capital R, lowercase r. Whenever we do a Punnett square, you always want to write down both alleles on both sides. So let's say that this is your father's side on the top, or the male. In that case, the left rows are going to be labeled with the mother, or the female. In this case, you're going to have RR, RR. This yields us capital R here, capital R, lowercase r here, capital R, lowercase r here, lowercase r here. Which means we have 1 in 4, offspring. 1 in 4 offspring are going to be RR, so they are going to have a phenotype of rough skin. 2/4, which is equal to a half, you always want to simplify, are going to have RR, which is heterozygous, but they're still going to have the same rough skin, which indicates that 3/4 of the student, or of the offspring, are going to have rough skin. That right there is going to be the phenotype. That's the probability of the phenotype, essentially. Now, for the lowercase r, that's just going to be 1/4. So let's get. If you were to write down ratios, you would be comparing it to those that have rough skin versus those that don't have rough skin. So in this case, you have a 3-to-1 ratio of rough skin to no rough skin, or a 1-to-3 ratio of no rough skin to rough skin. All right. Knowing this, let's try doing one more practice problem. Let's say that two true breeding plants are crossbred. True breeding indicates that they're both dominant. So let's say that first true breeding parent is a white flower, where white is recessive. And the other parent is purple, which is dominant. Well, knowing that, you can create your own letters to show which one is white, which one is purple. Let's say white is lowercase p and purple is capital P. Well, if one parent is purple, the other parent is white, well, all the children are going to be heterozygous, which means they all have the same phenotype as if they were to be homozygous dominant, which means all the children would have, or all the offspring would be purple. I hope you guys learned something new from this video. If you have any questions, feel free to add that on the comment section. And other than that, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys learned something new.